Today we have Ryan Nemeth as Digital Media Champion. Grand Champion is Finn Balor. Knockouts Tag Team Champion is the Heavy Metal Sisters. Tony Storm is our Knockouts World Champion. Our World Champion is still Ace Austin, the Devious Hill. World Tag Team Champions are the Von Erichs once again. And X Division Champion is Lucky Ollie. Not bad at all. Okay, we're about to do TNA Thunder. It's Tuesday and we know what that means. We opened the show with FTR versus Von Erichs and FTR wins by DQ. Or actually, no, it's supposed to be by countout. It gets a 73. Jeff Jarrett comes out and calls Ace Austin out. And he tries to make him see that he holds all the power and could strip him of his championship if he wanted. And as he's talking about stripping his championship, Ace Austin kicks him in the groin, which is a low blow, leaving him down. Gets an 82. Christian Cage versus Bobby Roode gets a 45. Christian Cage defeated Bobby Roode with a kill switch. And then AJ Styles and Jeff Jarrett and then Sheamus are holding a promo in the ring. And Jeff Jarrett says, since Ace Austin don't want to play by the rules, at the next pay-per-view, it will be Ace Austin versus AJ Styles versus Sheamus. This segment gets a 65. And then Ace Austin actually takes Andrade on and defeated Andrade with the fold for an 81. That is a great match. We should put that on Impact. Not TNA Thunder, but TNA Impact. I think it would have done good. That is a very good match. Sheamus and AJ Styles are backstage discussing how they both want to destroy Ace Austin. They agree it would be quicker and easier to take him out if they pool their resources, and so they decided to form an alliance until he is no longer a problem for a 64. This is not bad. The Von Erichs defeated Team Tap Out for a 61. Cash Wheeler holds a merchandising promo where he, trying to sell shirts. Christian Cage defeated Alex Shelley with a spear. And then Chris Jericho holds an angle for an 88. But Andrade vs. Finn Balor takes the main event. Andrade defeated Finn Balor for a 66. Okay, we're here on Tuesday, week 3, December 2025. And we're going to do Impact. Okay, we opened the match with Alex Shelley, Adam Page, and the World's Most Wanted versus Christian Cage, Bryan Danielson, Dolph Ziggler, and Finn Balor for a 62. Edge has an angle for a 65. Andrade has an angle for an 81. Not bad at all. Chris Jericho vs. Jake Crist gets a 45, and Chris Jericho defeated Jake Crist with the Walls of Jericho. Chris Jericho then holds a promo for an 89. Chris Sabin defeated Raymond Rowe with a cradle shock for a 50. Cash Wheeler holds a promo for a 78, in which he goes up against Andrade, and Andrade defeated Cash Wheeler with a 66. Axel Dieter Jr. vs. AJ Styles. AJ Styles won. Ace Austin vs. Sheamus. Sheamus defeated Ace Austin when Ace Austin intentionally got counted out for a 76. Ooh, 8 regions increased in. Okay, we open TNA Impact with Finn Balor vs. Dolph Ziggler for a 45. And Finn Balor defeated Dolph Ziggler. But then we have Jeff Hardy and Cash Wheeler doing merchandising for the new game that's coming out. It's TNA The Impact Zone 2. DIY vs. FTR vs. the Rascals gets a 71 when Johnny Gargano submitted Trey Miguel with a Croston Crab. Tony Storm vs. Camille with a strong 0 for a 60. Not bad at all. Bryan Danielson congratulates her on her win for an 82. Chris Jericho says that he's the best in the Impact locker room and he can prove it any day of the week for an 88. Chris Jericho challenges anyone in the back to come and face him, and Austin Theory comes out and defeats Chris Jericho with an 8-10 down. AJ Styles and Sheamus agreed that it would be easier to both team up against Ace Austin at the upcoming pay-per-view than to go against each other at the same time. Ace Austin versus AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar for 74. And, well, Ace Austin won from distraction from Batista. Ace Austin carried the match. Not bad. And the show increased our popularity in 8 regions. Tony Storm and Ace Austin welcomed the show to TNA Thunder for 79. Chris Jericho has an angle featuring himself, in which he says he's the greatest for an 83. The Rascals vs. the World's Most Wanted gets a 54. And then we have an angle featuring AJ Styles and Sheamus talking about how they're going to team up against Ace Austin. And then we have Ace Austin versus Jeff Jarrett, in which Ace Austin defeated Jeff Jarrett with an Ace's High. Ace Austin took a stump bump during this match as well. Okay, it got 70. Cash Wheeler opens the show to TNA Thunder for 75. We also see Chris Jericho and Sami Zayn hopping up that Chris Jericho wants to face Sami Zayn at the next Premium Live event. And then Denny Jackson versus Sol Ruca. Sol Ruca defeated Denny Jackson, which is a big matchup for Sol Ruca. Due to Denny Jackson, I don't believe has been pinned in, I want to say, 3 months. Finn Balor vs. Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett defeated Finn Balor with a stroke for a 53. And then we have Ace Austin vs. Murphy for a 78. Ace Austin defeated Murphy with an Ace's High. The show got 70, which is pretty dang good. Austin Theory vs. Chris Sabin opens tonight for 57. Not bad. Austin Theory wins. Finn Balor is warning Sami Zayn about Chris Jericho, saying he better be careful facing him. Laredo Kid vs. Matt Riddle vs. Murphy vs. Sam Shaw for 48. Not bad. Murphy pinned Matt Riddle with a silver bullet. Bryan Danielson and Ace Austin hold a segment for a 100, in which Bryan Danielson says he might have to take the title off of Ace Austin again. CM Punk holds an angle for 79. And then we see AJ Styles defeat CM Punk with a springboard 450 splash. Then we see Austin Theory and Cash Wheeler with a promo for a 54. Not bad at all. We then see Chris Jericho defeating Tommaso Ciampa with the Walls of Jericho for a 50. Chris Jericho holds an angle saying that he's the greatest. Tessa Blanchard defeated Savannah Evans with a pile driver for a 39. And then here it is, the main event. Ace Austin defeated Roderick Strong with an Ace's High for a 74. Well, Arn Anderson passes away. Let's put him into the Hall of Fame. Okay, Cash Wheeler and Edge open the show for a 77. Not bad at all. Tony Storm says that this is her title, that she will keep it for as long as she wants for a 56. Then Finn Balor vs. Jeff Hardy for a 62. Finn Balor defeated Jeff Hardy with a coup de grace. Then Jeff Hardy and Finn Balor holds an angle for an 84. Bryan Danielson and Brock Lesnar brawl. Christian Cage vs. Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho defeated Christian Cage with a code breaker. And then Chris Jericho calls out Austin Theory, saying that Chris Jericho himself says that he's the GOAT, while Austin Theory is nothing but a dollar store rock. Adam Page vs. Cash Wheeler for 69. AJ Styles and Sheamus make fun of Ace Austin. I meant to put Ace Austin off screen for 72. The Von Erichs vs. Lethal Injection. Marshall Von Erichs pinned Adam Brooks with the Iron Claw for a 67. And then our main event was Ace Austin vs. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar lost due to a distraction from Batista. And we gained popularity in 4 regions. Not bad at all. Cash Wheeler and Bryan Danielson opens the show for a 77. James Storm defeated Will Ospreay for a 47. Not bad. And then Finn Balor defeated Matt Vandegrift for a 73. Finn Balor makes defense number 4 of the TNA Grand Title. This is a beautiful match here. Toni Storm vs. Camille vs. Saraya. Toni Storm makes defense number 2 of her TNA Knockouts World Title for a 65. And then Chris Jericho holds an angle saying that he's the greatest. Christian Cage wins the International Heavyweight Title for a 54. Austin Theory says that he is ready for a title. Chris Jericho vs. Sami Zayn only drew a 58, but Chris Jericho drew with Sami Zayn following a double countout. We see the Von Erichs vs. DIY vs. the Rascals for a 75. The Von Erichs make defense number 1 of the TNA World Tag Team titles. Not bad at all. An angle featuring CM Punk gets 79, in which CM Punk says that he is quite upset about losing his title, but it is what it is. Ace Austin makes an elaborate entrance. It's spectacular. It's over the top. It's a live band performing his theme song. And then the match itself gets a 74. Ace Austin retrieved the item after Sheamus had been taken out by Batista with a spear. Ace Austin makes defense number 8 of the TNA World Title. Ace Austin carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. It's a beautiful match. Okay, we're going to stop here tonight, guys. But don't forget, like, subscribe, share with your friends, your family, and don't forget, share with your dog.